Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Did You Know series from the Immortal India podcast. यार ये डायलॉग तो ज़रूर सुना होगा. The movie is from my days, from the 1970s, but जब भी बोला गया है हिट रहा है. और एक बात आपको बता दूं मिस्टर R.K. गुप्ता, मैं 5 लाख का सौदा करने आया हूँ और मेरे जेब में 5 फूटी कौड़ियाँ भी नहीं है. I delivered that very badly. Amitabh Bachchan of course delivered it fantastically in the classic movie Trishul. People were blown away by that scene at that time, and my Gen Z colleagues, they tell me that the scene had apparently gone viral recently once again, with many kids performing the dialogue in reels. But when I was young, when I had seen the movie for the first time and had watched this scene, one question had occurred to me immediately. यार ये फूटी कौड़ी क्या है? There are other muhavras used in Hindi films and also in Hindi books, like दमड़ी का हिसाब रखना. ये दमड़ी क्या है? या 16 आने सच. Why 16 आने? Why not 10 आने? ये मनी या पैसे का क्या सिस्टम है? Let's find out. Today, you're used to your own monetary system. In India, 100 paisas make 1 rupee. And then you just have many denominations of that rupee. 100 rupees, 1000 rupees, 2000 rupees, and someone can have 1 billion rupees also. Just like in the US, 100 cents make $1, and then you have many denominations of the dollar. In today's times, we hardly get anything for 1 rupee or less. But in ancient times, before inflation या महंगाई had made things difficult, 1 rupee or Rupiya was actually a lot of money. So they had to have a lot of denominations below 1 Rupiya as well. Today, 1 paisa is the smallest denomination possible. But in ancient times, even 1 paisa was actually a decent amount. So they used to have a sort of currency below that too. What was the smallest possible currency? Yes, you thought it right. Amitabh Bachchan had it right. The smallest possible currency was a Phooti Kaudi. Phooti Kaudi से छोटा कुछ मनी नहीं था उस ज़माने में भी. Now picture this, a bustling bazaar from hundreds or even thousands of years ago. The aroma of spices, the calls of merchants, and the clinking of coins or shells. Yes, shells. At the foundational level of our monetary system in those days was the kauri or cowrie shell. And even below the kauri was the Phooti Kaudi or a broken cowrie shell. Though of little value, the Phooti Kaudi was still used for the smallest of transactions. And it took 3 Phooti Kaudis to make 1 kaudi. Kaudis were light, easy to carry, and served as a practical medium of exchange for smaller transactions. However, as trade expanded and the need for bigger economic exchanges arose, the kaudi alone wasn't sufficient. You can't carry thousands of kaudis, right? So the next step in this fascinating journey was the Damdi. The Damdi represented the first move towards a metallic currency. Basically, metal का एक currency, एक पैसा बनता था. So actually I won't use the term paisa, just metal का एक currency सोचो, तो पैसा अलग है. Anyway, so above the kaudi was the Damdi. It was made from copper, a metal that was readily available in ancient India. The Damdi allowed for higher valuation of goods and services. So 10 kaudis made 1 Damdi. It became the currency of choice for local traders who needed something more reliable and less bulky than carrying hundreds of kaudis. Interestingly, the word dam itself became synonymous with something valuable. Ever heard the phrase, koi dam nahi hai? The term comes from there actually. That's a linguistic legacy of this ancient coinage, Damdi. Next came the Dheda and the Pai. The Dheda, also called the Dhela, was a step up from the Damdi, made of more refined metals and holding greater value. It took 2 Damdis to make one dheda. The pi, on the other hand, was a fractional currency. 1.5 paise equal to 1 dheda. Just as we use paise today as fractions of the rupee, the pi allowed ancient Indians to engage in transactions requiring smaller denominations. यार उस ज़माने में भी bargaining होता था, हाउसवाइफ नेगोशिएट कर रही है, नहीं मैं 2 पैसा नहीं दूंगी, 1 पैसा दूंगी, एंड बीच में चलो ना तेरी ना मेरी 1.5 पैसा. So you had to have something for that too. It reflected the growing sophistication of the economy, a hallmark of the urban centers like Patliputra and Takshashila. As trade flourished, particularly during the Mauryan and the Gupta periods, the paisa emerged strong, made from alloys such as bronze, and became more standardized. So 3 pies made up 1 paisa. This standardization made it indispensable for long distance trade because it was made of an alloy. The coin used to last. Both within India and other ancient civilizations such as Rome and China, our paise went there too. Imagine a trader from Kashi buying silk from a Chinese merchant using paisa. That's a level of global interconnectedness that India had achieved in that time already. And then came the anna. 4 paisas made 1 anna. And 1 anna was basically a silver coin, representing a significant leap in monetary value. You were trading literally with silver. Often divided into smaller fractions, the anna became the currency of choice for more affluent classes, the richer classes, used for substantial transactions. Because agar zameen kharidni hai, you want to go buy land, you can't go with 10,000, Phooti Kaudi, right? So you'll go with some annas, okay, or maybe some annas. I don't know how much land would cost in those days. Or if you're buying jewelry or financing long distance voyages. Finally, we arrive at the Rupiya. 16 annas made 1 Rupiya. The Rupia was a silver coin, a bigger silver coin that standardized India's monetary system. It was obviously a bigger silver coin than the anna. The term Rupiya originates from the Sanskrit word Rupiya or Rupyakam, which means wrought silver. It wasn't just a currency, it was a symbol of India's economic and administrative efficiency. The Rupiya became the benchmark for wealth and trade, both within the Indian subcontinent and beyond. And yes, since 16 annas made 1 Rupiya, that is the root of the muhavra Solah Aane Sach, because 16 annas made 1 Rupiya. Today, the legacy of the Rupiya lives on in the modern rupee, connecting us to centuries and millennia, in fact, of economic ingenuity and cultural exchange. Isn't it fascinating how something as simple as money carries within it the story of a civilization? The journey from a Phooti Kaudi to the Rupiya reflects more than just economic evolution. It's a story of resilience, creativity, and adaptation. When you look at the currency note, the Indian currency note, and the term rupee there, realize that you are connected through that term to roots that go back to the dawn of Indian civilization. The continuity in our land from ancient times till today is amazing. Thank you for joining me today on this fascinating journey through India's ancient monetary system. Until next time, stay curious, stay proud, and keep the spirit of Immortal India alive. And if you like this episode, hit like and subscribe below so that you can receive notifications when the next episode launches. Namaste, Jai Hind.